Hello! Welcome to the continuation of the Half-Life series with Half-Life 2. So we recently finished off Black Mesa, we recently killed the Nihilants, we stopped the invasion of Earth by Xen. Let's go ahead and let's see what happens with Gordon Freeman after we took the offer from the G-Man to continue his employment. So, we're going to go ahead. I think this updated version does automatically unlock everything, or it's because I'd beaten this a few times years and years ago. But I'm just going to go ahead. We're going to start off from point insertion at the beginning of the game. And I do think that the loadings hopefully will be a little quicker in this one than they were in Black Mesa. And I'm going to try to do my best to shut up for as many of the cutscenes as possible. And Half-Life 2.
Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine. Not that I wish to imply you have been sleeping on the job. No one is more deserving of a rest, and all the effort in the world would have gone to waste until... well, let's just say your hour has come again. The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. So wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell the ashes.
And that is... I remember playing this for the first time after Half-Life 2 came out after years and years, and I think it was, what, like 2004 or something, that this came out. And after years and years of waiting and the rumors and everything else...
I didn't see you get on.
Yeah, that's right, you didn't, because I got teleported here. And then that happened. And oh my god, this was... There's been two games that I've really looked forward to. Two franchises that I've really looked forward to sequels to in my entire life. First one was StarCraft 2. Which, I mean, I adored just the StarCraft franchise. They were some of the games that got me into RTS games.
You have chosen, or been chosen, to relocate to one of our finest remaining urban centers.
Fuck you, Breen. The other one was this. So, a few things. Yep, you can see here, these are actually the Vortigaunts, and yeah, they even have like the same collar design and everything that they had, the same chains and manacles from Black Mesa. So up there is a dude named Breen. He was actually apparently the administrator of Black Mesa, the facility.
Welcome to City 17.
And he's in charge of this city, is basically the collaborating head. These guys here are called, they're the Combine. They're the new big assholes in town. If we get up in their face...
Were you the only ones on that train?
Yep, he goes ahead and does that. If I go ahead, and if I throw things at him, he's going to try to hit me with his stick. And I don't think that I can actually... I might be able to avoid... Yeah, they stop caring after a minute. We're going to talk more about the Combine, because we're going to learn a few things about them as time goes on. Hello. What were you asking about the unknowns on the train?
Overwatch train in the woods and took my husband for questioning.
17.
They said he'd be on the next train.
Or been chosen
I'm not
to
sure when that
relocate
was.
to one of our
They're
finest
being
remaining
nice
urban
though,
centers.
letting me wait for him.
I thought so much of
How
City
nice of them to take him
17
away
that
and let
I
you wait for your
elected to
husband.
establish
God, I hate
my
these people.
administration here in the
Yeah, so, basically, it's been a while. It's been, I want to say about 20 years. And there's been some changes occurring. And I'm not going to try to spoil all of them, because we're going to learn about them in the story. But, yeah, things haven't gone well after the invasion occurred. Or rather, after the end of the Xen invasion occurred. Alright, buddy, let's go ahead. Yeah, we get to go over here, and we're going to get scanned. Because apparently, this detection system, this new, like, Big Brother style, whatever it is, knows who we are. Okay, yeah, this can only end well, because I don't think I can escape. I think if I try to leave, yeah, he pushes me back. And let's go see what's going on in Interrogation Room 1.
I got a standard relocation coupon just like everybody else.
Yep, that can only be a good thing if they're going to close off the entrance. And let's see, where are you taking me now, buddy? Okay. Okay. So, please don't put me in the blood chair. That would be sad.
About that beer I owed you. It's me, Gordon. Barney from Black Mesa. Hey, sorry for the scare. I had to put on a show for the cameras. I've been working undercover with civil protection. I can't take too long or they'll get suspicious. I'm way behind on my beating quota.
Yes, Barney, what is it? I'm in the middle of a critical test.
Sorry, Doc, but look who's here.
Great Scott! Gordon Freeman! I expected more warning.
Yeah, you and me both, Doc. He was about to board the express to Nova Prospect.
Well, Barney, what do you intend?
I'm thinking.
Alex is around here somewhere. She would have a better idea how to get him here.
Oh, as long as he stays away from checkpoints, we should be okay.
Oh, I'm sure that will go
Doc.
swimmingly.
We're taking enough chances as it is.
Very well. And, Gordon, good to see you.
Good to see you too, Kleiner.
Gordon, you're gonna have to make your own way to Dr. Kleiner's lab. Oh, man, that's what I was afraid of. Get in here, Gordon, before you blow my cover.
All right, let's get going.
Pile up some
So,
stuff to get through that window and keep going till you're in the plaza. I'll meet
okay,
up with
sounds
you
good.
later.
Oh, and here's the physics tutorial. So it's literally a box stacking puzzle. So I was going to say, yeah, we met a gentleman named Kleiner, I believe in Black Mesa. He was one of the individuals talking to us just before the weird spinning elevator that led us down to the area right before we got to the testing chamber, I believe. And we also met an individual there, his name was Eli Vance, who's going to come back here. And then there was, of course, Barney Calhoun, I think his name is. And he was... Originally, he was actually just every single guard, and they just decided that that one guard in particular was the one that we were friendly with. I don't know if you recall, when we were driving in on the first video, Black Mesa, we saw a guard banging on... Oh, okay. Can you not? That guy's pissed at me. Okay. There we go. Aha. Oh, okay. That's an achievement. That's funny. Oh, that's right. I think there's an achievement for you can either put it in the container, or you have... Yeah, you can either put it in the container, or you can throw it at the guy. And depending on which one you get one of two achievements. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Haha, fucker. And this guy just doesn't care that I'm throwing shit at his friend. Oh, what was I saying? Yeah, when we're going in, we see a guard banging on a door. And he's running late, and he's, trying to get access or whatever, and that's actually Barney, canonically.
Answer every possible question you might have left.
And I will actually get a chance to see it. Eventually, I will get around to playing Blue Shift and Opposing Force. I just had issues getting them to run with the recording software.
As a species,
So, hello. What you got going on in there? Oh, arrests. Okay, let's not mess with you. And these things are a pain in the ass. Let's go ahead and just let's stare at one for a second. Are you gonna take my picture? No, these things occasionally would go up and they'll actually snap a picture of you, and I don't know if you saw, but there was some kind of big tripod looking thing. So, what we're facing here, the Combine, have a little bit of a technological advantage. We're just going to continue learning more and more about them, but needless to say, they're kind of assholes, and they're the ones who are now in charge of Earth. Hey guys, what's up?
This is how it always starts. First the building, then the whole block. They have no reason to come to our place. Don't worry, they'll find one.
Dystopian. Wonderful. Yeah, and I think over here, this is actually where... This was, I think, the first showcase of the Source engine, which a lot of people had... There's a lot of little physics interactable objects here, and if you ever get a chance to listen to some of the developer commentary, there's a lot of really cool things that they talk about in here, because they're trying to teach the player in really organic ways. For example, this game is the one that taught me to follow light sources. So you can see as we're going down, there's all of this yellow light, and all of a sudden different colored light source. Or if you're in a dark area, you go down and you find the only lights in the darkness, and that's what actually leads you around. And some later versions, some of the later games actually have some really cool... what do I want to say? They have some really cool things where they do that, where you're going through caverns, and that's the case. Alright, so, go this way. This door's locked. Go up the stairs. 1 second here, I just had something sent to me. Yep, there we go. So, let's go on up. And let's go down and let's see what happens to these guys. Hey, buddy. Okay. Unlawful entry? I mean, is that what you're doing, or... So, anyway. These poor people, I'm just gonna invade your house quickly. And here is this asshole.
He's one of us.
Will they ever deactivate the suppression field and let us breed again? Allow me to address the anxieties underlying
I told you they'd be coming for us next.
rather than try to answer every possible question you might have left unvoiced. First, let us consider the fact that for the first time ever, as a species, immortality is in our reach. This simple fact...
So we can go ahead and sit here and listen to all of that. He just talked about something called a miscount detected in the sector. Yeah, they're counting all of the people, and they know that I'm something new. He was talking about a suppression field. Basically, the Combine are running something that makes having kids impossible. Which, again, because they're assholes. Anyway, these guys now know that we're here, and they want to take us in for questioning. In case you saw with all the blood, questioning is not a good thing for us. Let's go ahead and keep on moving here. That asshole Breen is kind of, I think he's the head of the city or something. He's like the head collaborating asshole. And he is going to be the big problem for, or he's rather going to be the one in charge of the issues we're going to be facing for now. So we just want to go ahead and get moving. Yep, they're starting to shoot at us. It's a good thing that they are not particularly stellar shots, but yeah, they have a lot of stuff going on here. So there used to be a little glitch right around there that would actually, you would get rocketed off because of how the Source engine handled things. Ooh, come on, let's go. Yeah, and this is actually where we start running into some of those initial engine issues that Source had. Oh, fuck. Just got shot. Like the stuff where I would get caught up on environmental obstacles because I was like, oh, shit. Well, Gordon's fat ass broke it. So, hey guys. This is gonna hurt.
Over here! Ha, no you don't! Dr. Freeman, I presume. We better hurry. The Combine can be slow to wake, but once they're up, you don't want to get in their way.
Hello, Alex Vance. So remember a gentleman I said was
Said you'd
named...
be coming this way. I don't think it occurred to him that you might not have a map.
Yeah, let's go. So, Eli Vance is our old colleague from Black Mesa. This is his daughter.
I'm Alex Vance. My father worked with you back in Black Mesa. I'm sure you don't remember me, though.
Yeah, do you know why? Because it was 20 years ago.
Words, aren't you?
And then they do a little fourth wall breaking joke there. Alright, let's go on ahead here. She has to go ahead and lead us around. There's actually a little bit of a story.
Your old administrator.
Yeah, this guy's a dick.
Don't get my dad started on Dr. Breen.
I think they actually referenced him in Black Mesa a few times, that the administrator was somehow responsible for the events that occurred, courtesy of the G-Man. So I was going to say, there's a little bit of a story here with this. So apparently an initial version of this game got, like, leaked or something like that, or the tools that was used to make it.
Funny, you showing up on this day in particular.
Yeah, it was something, I was just thinking about that. They used the tools to make it, and all of a sudden, of course, because the internet, all sorts of, like, porn was made involving her.
We've been helping people escape the city on foot. It's a dangerous route to my father's lab, through the old canals. Today, we're finally on the verge of having a better way.
Well, I look forward to it.
Here, let me buy you a drink.
Yeah, so there's a lot of really cool little game design things, and I was thinking back to the last time that
by the way,
listened to all the developer commentary.
Nice to finally meet you.
Why, hello. Oh, I just got an achievement. There's all of these little symbols here, these lambda symbols. They're basically supply caches. That moment there was actually what taught us we can jump. Because you see her vault over it, so players are supposed to try to follow her, and then they learn to jump over things.
Dr. Cleaner's waiting.
Alright, so, let's go on in here. And let's go meet our friend, Dr. Kleiner.
Where did she go?
Hey, buddy.
Lamar, come out of there!
Uh-oh, everything all right, Dr. Kleiner?
Oh, hello, Alex. Well, almost all right. Lamar has gotten out of her crate again. If I didn't know better, I'd suspect Barney of trapping and... My goodness. Gordon Freeman. It really is you, isn't it?
I found him wandering around outside. Bit of a troublemaker, isn't he?
We owe a great deal to Dr. Freeman, even if trouble does tend to follow in his wake. I must say, Gordon, you come at a very opportune time. Alex has just installed the final piece for our resurrected teleport.
I can't take any credit for the breakthrough, Doctor.
Nonsense. Your talents surpass your loveliness.
Let's just see if this thing works, okay?
Well, it's
That's
here.
supposed to come across as charming, but that really doesn't.
Man, Gordon, you
Hey,
stirred
Barney.
up the hive.
Do you have a gun I can borrow?
We can't keep him here long, Doc. It'll jeopardize everything we've worked for.
Don't worry, he's coming with me.
That's right, Barney.
Oh, also, I think... Yep, there we go.
We'll inaugurate the new
There's the
teleport
G-Man. You can just read the thing at the bottom. It's some story stuff.
For real this time? Because I still have nightmares about that cat.
No, there's nothing to be nervous about.
cat?
We've made major strides since then. Major strides.
What cat?
Doc, since he's not taking the streets, you might as well get him out of his
She
system.
just doesn't
What?
care.
Oh dear, you're right. I almost forgot. Barney, I'll give you the honor.
I've got to get back on my shift, but okay.
So, this is something that I don't think is ever really well explained. At the end of Half-Life 1, actually, let's go ahead. I'll just hit this, see if I can show this off. Oh, hello. There's our head crab. So a couple of things we can talk about. First off, teleporter.
Never fear, Gordon. She's debeaked and completely harmless. The worst she might do is attempt to couple with your head, fruitlessly.
God, you fucking nut job.
Here, my pet. Hop up. No, not up there. No, no. Careful, Lamar. Those are quite fragile. Oh,
Stupid
fine.
asshole.
It'll be another week before I can coax her out of there.
Yeah, longer if we're lucky.
Barney,
I'm not really,
an animal person.
not really surprised you hate these things. So, at the end of Black Mesa, the G-Man took all of our equipment, but he said we could keep the suit because it was earned. And yet it somehow ends up here, and it's something I don't really understand. I understand, like, from a gameplay perspective, it makes sense that you would have to show that off, but
Well, Gordon, I
still,
think the TV
that's
suit
one of the
still
only real
fits you like a
gaps
glove.
in there.
At
Because he
least
even says that in
glove
the
parts
original,
do.
so it's not like Black Mesa
I've made a few
retconned anything there.
modifications, but I'll just acquaint you with the essentials. Now, let's see. The Mark V hazardous environment suit has been redesigned for comfort and utility. Oh dear.
Doc, we don't have time for this. At least get that suit juiced up, Gordon.
Good idea. There's a charger on the wall.
Oh, yeah, so there is a minor thing
I've
going on here
modified your
where the
suit to
audio,
draw
like,
power from Combine energy
doesn't play
outlets, which are
perfectly,
plentiful wherever
and I don't
they
know what it
patrol.
is, if it's like a driver issue, so if there ever is anything that's a little
Show on
faint,
the road.
my apologies. So, remember the old energy things from the original? Now we have these. These are, I think, Combine energy cells. And they do the exact same thing, because this is a new upgraded version of the suit. But yeah, they do still, of course, have the original teleporter tech, although I think it's a little different. It's no longer like static glowing orbs.
Planner's waiting.
So, let's go ahead and get going. And we're going to send her off first.
Gordon, why don't you position yourself near the panel over there and wait for my word?
Sure thing, buddy.
Yes, yes.
And
yes.
hello,
Bit of a
that
hard
is
box.
Eli Vance.
You'll never guess who found his way into our lab this morning.
That's not who I think it is.
Indeed it is, and it's our intention to send him packing straight away in the company of your lovely daughter.
Are you ready for us, Dad?
We're all set on this end.
Then let's do it.
Let's see, the massless field flux should self-limit, and I've clamped the manifold.
So, these are going to go ahead and do a whole bunch of science jargon. These are the new teleporters. They seem less safe to me, but I understand that they're also working with probably a lot less of a budget.
Yeah, about that cat.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, and power plug came undone. So, we need to replug this back in. And then Barney's a bit of a smartass here, I think. So,
Go right ahead.
yep, go right ahead, thank you. I get to go and pull this. He's going to be a smartass after she teleports. And, well, Alex, it's been nice knowing you if this fails. Oh, you can't look, yeah.
Okay.
They never really explain the thing with the cat, but I think you can probably imagine. And teleporter. So, did it work, or did we send your daughter there, like, mixed with a fly or something?
Hey, Doc.
Aww.
Goodness. My relief is almost palpable.
Fantastic work, is it?
Well, I can't take all the credit. Dr. Freeman proved an able assistant.
And
Let's
here we
ahead
go.
and bring Gordon through now.
Right you are. Speak to you again in a few moments.
Good job, Gordon. Throwing that switch and all. I can see your MIT education really pays for itself.
All right, Barney. Your turn.
Gee,
Smart
thanks.
ass.
Gordon, as soon as you're in position, we'll send you to Eli's.
Alright, so we get to go into here. And let's go ahead and see, because I'm sure this will go perfectly well and nothing bad will happen. And I'll just stand right in the middle so all these spinning bits don't take my arms off.
1. Barney, if you'd be so kind.
Good luck out there, Gordon.
Yes, indeed.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
We're ready to project you, Gordon. Bon voyage, and best of luck in your future.
Oh, there we go. And the model's actually changed to make it seem like they're going faster. Oh, and there's Lamar. Wonderful. Oof. Well, there's Lamar. Hey guys, what's up? Oh, and there's a Vortigaunt.
Something is drawing him away.
Hey Breen, come here. I'm gonna kick your ass.
How did you get in here?
I'm gonna just get my hands on you. Barney, I like you.
Don't worry, Gordon.
There he is. We're losing it again.
I'm all but certain it was Gordon Freeman.
Oh, and this part. Hey, buddy. I didn't know that you could actually see it pop in there. That's kind of funny.
Where is he?
Behind you. Shut it down, shut it down.
You must get out of here. Run! Get down out of sight. I'll come find you.
Alright, so I'm gonna wait for this to finish. So, a couple of things to note there. I want to talk about Lamar briefly. You may remember at the start of Black Mesa, after everything goes to hell, we see a head crab teleport into like a glass case by what we find Kleiner and Eli Vance. It's theorized, it's just a fan theory, that head crab actually became Lamar because it was the one that was the most isolated. I don't know how it survived this long, but that's just a little cool fan theory. As well, we saw... Oop, there's a door up there, and I think that's Barney, yep.
Hey,
Hey, buddy.
Gordon. The Citadel's on full alert. I've never seen it lit up like that. Get
Ah,
out of
yes.
17 as fast as you
The
can.
Citadel.
Take the old canals, right? They'll get you to Eli's lab. It's a dangerous route, but there's a whole network of refugees, and they'll help you if they can. I'd come with you, but I gotta look after Dr. Kleiner. Oh, and before I forget, I think you dropped this back in Black Mesa. Good luck out there, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
You're gonna need it.
So, what was I saying? Yes, Eli Vance had a Vortigaunt hiding. And this is something that we're going to learn a little bit more about. The Vortigaunts were slaves in some way of Nihilith, or in some capacity to whatever force was controlling Zen. Also, we're going to learn that they are no big fans of pretty much every force out here. Shit, I think I need to go left, maybe? Yeah, because I have to go jumping around through a bunch of stuff. Yeah, they are no big fans of pretty much a lot of forces here, so the Vortigaunts are actually allies of humanity, because I think we're the only ones that haven't enslaved them. Which begs the question then, what are the Vortigaunts? Or not what are the Vortigaunts, what are the Combine? And don't worry, we're going to learn more about them as we go on, but needless to say, they're not friends of either force. So, let's go on here, and I think we're about to start having a problem solver. Yep, there's our loading door, or our loading area. And root canal, and they even give it the Eastern European spelling. Hey, assholes! So, yeah, you want to go ahead and do that? This is one thing that I don't like about the Half-Life games.
You'd better run.
The
There's nothing else
hitting
you can do
someone
here.
with a crowbar doesn't feel very satisfying. It's the same thing here. really minor nitpick, but it would be nice if it felt like you were actually clocking them in the head with something as opposed to just kind of packing them around. Hey, come here, asshole. They also did get rid of the ability with the pistol, I think. Yeah, it no longer has its machine gun setting. So, or its automatic setting. So just look around here. I need to stay away from these because these are explosive barrels. Somebody was shooting at me down there. Let's see if I can find the fucker. And we now need to wait because we have to make a jump. So we have to make a jump onto this train. Oh, also, I don't know if I ever talked about it with the original. This zoom function was an add-on to the Source Engine that did not exist in the original Half-Life. So let me go on ahead here. Jump. And jump. God, I'm really lucky I have this suit, because I think that might actually, like, break my ribs if I did that real well. Alright, so, assholes are shooting at me from everywhere. Perfect. So that asshole just shot off a flare because he's a dickhead. And that alerted everyone to our presence. Can I actually... Yeah, come on through the door, let's go. Oh, you... Are there more of you over there? Yes, there are. Okay, whatever. I was going to go ahead and I was going to blow up the scanner, but alas, that will not happen. We can actually destroy these things. We just have to hit them a few times and then they blow up. I don't think there's any reason. Oh, and here's our second Lambda symbol. I'm not going to find all of them because I only know a handful, and the ones that I know are in fairly obvious places. You know, we're going to go through like a... Oh, hang on. I see a barrel. Alright, let's back the fuck up there, because that's going to blow up everything. Yeah, most of the ones that I'm aware of are in kind of obvious places. You know, we'll go through a series of vents, and if we take a right or a left turn, then, you know, we get another package. I'm also not going to sit here and waste my time. Yeah, there's a Lambda symbol here with this. I'm not going to waste my time killing everyone. There's just no reason to for a lot of them. Okay, yep, here's these assholes. Let's go ahead and shoot you. Shoot you guys. But, yeah, and that whole, like, damage feel thing, for lack of a better phrase, that's kind of a problem across the board for all of the Half-Life games. You know, Black Mesa sort of fixed it, but even then, you know, swinging the crowbar around didn't really help. Yeah, was that a... Oh, shit, I need to move, because this thing will, in fact, run us off the road. Or not run us off the road, that'll just outright run us over. But yeah, just all of the weapons don't really feel great to use. In terms of how they feel for, hello? Yeah, come on, buddy. Stupid asshole. Yeah, they feel a little bit weak, and we're gonna get to a point where, you know, 7 or 8 machine gun rounds aren't enough to kill somebody, and they barely seem to wound them. So it's a really minor nitpick, but it's enough of one that it makes stuff kind of feel less than stellar, which is a real damn shame too. All right, I know for a fact there was at least one asshole over here. Well, whatever. I'm just gonna go ahead and hide around the corner, and then let's get moving. And I need to make my way up. No, I don't. Where do I go? Oh, no, here we go. Ha! And now let's go ahead and go for a swim. So, yeah, aside from that, though, I do love this game, and I'm hoping that it stands up as well as I remember it, because this was amazing as a sequel to Half-Life. Because, I mean, Half-Life kind of kicked off a lot of things in the FPS world and like the realistic shooter world, for lack of a better phrase. A couple of little things in here that we're going to see that are new. Let's just drop in. Hey, buddy.
God.
And hey, look, there's the
Guess
G-Man.
those sirens are for you, huh? Good thing you found us. You're not the first to come through here by.
This is the Freeman. The Combine's reckoning has come.
Look, we're just a lookout for the Underground Railroad. Main station's right around the corner. They'll get you started on the right foot. Meanwhile, let my Vortigaunt friend here give you a jolt to get you going.
Ah, yes, thank you. So, of course, because these guys have their little energy blast ability...
Careful now.
Well, okay, it's supposed to do something, but that did fuck all. So, what? Yeah, there's going to be a handful of moments... Why, thank you. There's going to be a few moments that there's going to be G-Man sightings around there. The ones that I know of I'll try to point out, but again, I'm not going to see all of them. And let's keep on moving out, and I'm just taking a look. It's been about half an hour here, so I'll probably try to wrap this video up soon. There we go. And let's do this, and come on, there we go. And I remember that actually scared the shit out of me the first time because I thought I was going to get crushed, but we're about to go ahead and meet another one of our old friends, if memory serves. Hey, it's the Barnacles. And that is another amazing piece of game design where you see something walk in and it gets dragged up. This game, this actually taught me a lot about what I know about game design in terms of just like philosophy, and it's a lot of showing, not telling. So I'm going to go ahead and actually end this video here. Next up, we're going to continue our way along the root canal. We're going to be trying to make our way to another resistance station, and then we're going to be just making our way forward to try to make our way towards, I think it's called Black Mesa East, to link up with Eli Vance. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you next time.